Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. Today I want to talk a little bit about I guess it's still a rumor, that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will be playing Black Adam. Of course, I think we know that already, but the idea that now he possibly will clash with Superman in an upcoming Superman sequel, I guess. Man of Steel 2, if you will. A Superman versus Black Adam film, if you will. Now, one of the animated films that came out, it was a short, I forget what it was attached to, but it was Superman versus Black Adam, and it was actually a really good, one of the best ones I've seen. The animation was great, the story was great, Shazam was involved, there was a whole Billy Batson story, and then there was a lot of Clark Kent stuff. From what I remember, it's been a while since I've seen it. So we know that there's story material there, we know that we can tap into it. The strange thing about the announcement, there's a couple of things. Nobody yet knows of the general public who Black Adam is. There is no Shazam yet, so nobody knows who that is. Nobody knows that this Black Adam was once a member of the Marvel family, the Shazam family, and fell from grace or became the leader of Kazakhstan or wherever they decide he's going to be from in this film. Nobody in the general public knows this character. There are some people who are not comic book readers, not comic book fans, who may have seen the show back in the 70s. That was a very corny, campy, goofy show that didn't last very long. So there's some people that may be familiar with that. Maybe some kids have seen Shazam, as he's called now, who used to be Captain Marvel, who is Billy Batson transformed into a superhero on cartoons. But again, most of the general public doesn't know this character. So what do? They cast The Rock, who is this bigger, larger-than-life character in real life, larger-than-life personality, that will bring a draw to the movie. Now, clearly they've had an issue with the amount of money the movies have made, with the critical reception, the fan reception, where it's mixed in a lot of different areas. And they haven't really gotten the overwhelming praise they've wanted, and they haven't gotten the over $1 trillion mark yet, $billion mark yet. So they haven't made enough. They haven't been happy with the returns. They don't like what's been going on. They tried to throw Batman in there. That didn't work. Now they're going to try to throw The Rock at us. Doesn't matter who he's playing, as long as he's The Rock, and as long as he does the people's elbow, and as long as he tells us what are we cooking, we'll be okay, and maybe finally people will like Superman. There's a problem inherent in that, and that is that when you have such a personality as The Rock, that's really just going to overshadow everything. No one will care who Henry Cavill is. No one will care who Lois Lane is. No one will care who Superman is. No one will care if he's redeemed or if he is suddenly smiling and winking at the camera, if that's the way they're going to go, because they've said these movies are going to change and become lighter and happier and more fun, which could be good, but again, we don't want to go the whole way of Marvel. Otherwise, then we have no differentiation. I love that we have Marvel. I love that we have DC. We have something serious on this side. We have something a little less serious and funny on this side. And together we have a great variety, like a Chinese buffet of superhero films. So we bring The Rock in here now, and he overshadows everything, probably, more than likely. Good thing is, you get a lot of Rock fans who maybe weren't going to see Superman movies. And I believe there are lots of Rock fans. I don't think he's called Rock anymore, but I'm going to keep calling him that. I think we have a lot of Rock fans that would go to see the movie just because The Rock is in it, because they go to see every movie that he is in. And we have a lot of Rock fans who were not wrestling fans, who just love his personality. He has a lot of charisma. He's very electric on screen. Henry Cavill's kind of understated. He plays it quiet, stoically, strong, but silent. Oftentimes, that's the way Superman has always been in comics. He doesn't say a lot. He's not a quipper. He doesn't make jokes. And he really, as much as people want to see it, doesn't go around smiling all the time. There are some times where he's smiling, but life as a superhero and saving the world all the time is kind of serious. If you were saving people from a burning building going, ha ha ha, look, I saved you, it would be kind of weird. So yes, he's serious often. Now you bring The Rock in, and you've got this very, very large personality, which is probably great for a character like Black Adam, but when he hasn't been introduced yet, and seemingly is being brought in to save the franchise, or hopefully get the numbers they were looking for, you know, if we can keep it around the $700 million that Man of Steel and BVS made, you know, more than that, less than that, and then add the Rock fan base, maybe we can get over the $1 billion mark, and maybe we can finally, maybe all those people will like the movie. I don't know. I don't know what they're going for, but I do know that the problem in having someone like The Rock as the villain means that, like Jack Nicholson in the first Batman Tim Burton film, will overshadow the hero, will overshadow the story. His personality will be his personality. It's the same reason probably a Clint Eastwood or a Robert Redford wasn't cast as Superman back in the 70s. I don't know that it's going to happen now. I don't know that this rumor will come to fruition, but we'll see what happens if you smell what Scotty V is cooking.